Hi, I'm Robin Carrick, and I'm here to talk to you about Ewing sarcoma. I have, it affected a very good friend of my daughter's when they were in the 6th grade. They were 12 years old. Ewing sarcoma is a bone cancer, and it starts out in the bone, so it is originally a bone cancer. It has a 50 to 75% success rate when it's treated, if it's caught on time, and it only is 1% of all childhood cancers. February 2002, Holly Haynes was on the basketball team, and she suffered what she thought was a basketball-related injury. She went to her family doctor, and they told her it was a sprained ligament. They said they did all the treatments that they could do for it, and nothing was helping. Her mom could tell that she was still limping, and it was still causing problems, and she said, she needed to find out where to send her next. So they went back to their family doctor and sent her to Dr. Yao. That was in April of 2002. Dr. Yao did x-rays, but when he got the x-rays, he wouldn't read them. He immediately sent her to an orthopedic oncologist who's associated with St. Jude's in Memphis. When she got there with him, his name's Dr. Neal, they did a biopsy, a bone marrow test, and set her up for chemo all in one day. They had told her when she went in, you would know something. He'll tell you. He's going to be straightforward, and he will tell you exactly what's going on. There will be no waiting. So they went in, they saw him, he did those tests, and immediately she went to St. Jude and was set up for chemo. Her prognosis was 75% overall success rate. Holly's first thought, I asked her, I did an interview with her, that's my thing that's going. She actually got to meet Dennis Quaid at St. Jude. Her first thought when they told her she had cancer was death, because everyone that she had known was diagnosed with cancer and had died from it. She said they assured her that, with a 75% success rate, that everything would come out okay. Hers was in her pelvis, and due to the radiation that she had to have, it caused several problems, but I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Her chemo lasted for 1 year. She went 5 days on, 3 weeks off, 3 days on, 3 weeks off, 5 days on, 3 more weeks off. And for a solid year they did that. In the middle, she took a break, and they did 31 days of radiation. We went to visit her at St. Jude, and it's a memory that I'll never forget. She had suffered so much pain from the radiation. She was just completely raw. The Ewing sarcoma affects usually male adolescents, so they had not treated a female adolescent before, and due to female issues, the radiation caused lots of problems. They had to end up taking a break so that she could actually heal from the radiation before they could finish it. She still has problems from it. She was told when they finished the treatment that she would never be able to have children, and she goes to see another oncologist that deals with female problems, and she has scar tissue removal every 3 months. They go in, and she is producing eggs of her own now, and that doctor told her she would never tell her that she couldn't have her own children. Due to the complications that she suffered from that radiation, they have written a medical report at St. Jude to better treat female patients so that that doesn't happen to anyone else. So she feels really good about that, since she actually helped other people. She said that due to the radiation, she also has an overactive bladder, and she still has some numbness. So she was diagnosed in April of 2002. After the first year of chemo, she went every 2 months for the first year, and then she went every 3 months for the second year, and then she went every 6 months for 3 to 4 years. After those 4 years were up, she went once a year until her 10-year anniversary, and that's when they told her that she was cancer-free. Now, if it ever were to come back, she will always be, and I didn't know this, she will always be a patient of St. Jude Hospital. If it were to come back, no matter how old, she's 24 now, so no matter how old she is, if she gets a reoccurring case of cancer, then St. Jude will take her and treat her. She was a part of the Make-A-Wish program. I thought only terminally ill patients got to be a part of the Make-A-Wish program, but she got to do her Make-A-Wish, and she got to go to Hawaii. They did a helicopter ride around the city, and she got to swim with the dolphins. She got to parachute. So that was a big memory for her. She still participates in the Relay for Life and also the St. Jude Cable-thon in our hometown. She calls me every year, you know, and every year I always make a donation because it affected all of us. You know, she wasn't my child, but she was my child's best friend. So, you know, we always support that, and I think it's really cool the way the community came together. They had hats made for some. There's a picture up here of some of the hats that were made from different people that had crocheted, and I asked her how she felt about not being involved with St. Jude anymore, and she said it was bittersweet because it was like a second family. She had been there, you know, on and off for so long that it was like a second family to her. And my reason for doing my informative speech is because I just wanted to know, you know, I wanted to share a good story about cancer and how there is a success rate and how much she meant to us. I have one thing left I'd like to share. My oldest daughter, it was her best friend, she said it was kind of weird when Holly was diagnosed because we were so young. I didn't think something so serious could happen to someone like Holly.